Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Karina, and I have a quick question for you guys. How many of you guys receive presents on Christmas? So that's quite common here in the United States, right? That Santa Claus brings us presents. So I am here today to present to you a tradition that Mexico and many other Latin American countries have, and that is that children, instead of receiving presents on Christmas Day, they receive presents on January 6th, which is called El Día de Reyes, which translates to the Three Kings Day. And after the children, after opening the presents on this day, it is a tradition that the family gets together to cut the rosca de reyes, which translates to the king's cake, and it looks like this. Um, so learning more about the rosca de reyes and el día de reyes will give you a better understanding of the Mexico and Latin American countries' culture. So, first, I am going to talk about the history and the symbolic meaning of this, and secondly, I am going to talk about why I identify with this culture and why this day is special to me. So first of all, a little bit of history about this. On January 6th, this day is important to many Catholics because it represents the end of the 12 days of Christmas. And a history about this, well, first of all, the three kings, their names were Gaspar, Melchor, and Baltasar. And so the tale tells that these three kings, on January 6th, they went to visit a baby Jesus who had just been born on December 25th. And they took him presents such as gold. So that is where the tradition comes that in the night of January 5th, children, they put a shoe under the Christmas tree or near a window so that during the night the three kings come and they give them the presents. So on January 6th in the morning, they wake up and they open the presents, and after doing this, the family gets together to cut the rosca. The symbolic meaning of this bread and this day is that the bread, well, first of all, as you guys can see, it's round, and that represents the crown of the king. And inside the rosca, there's also little plastic babies, and they represent baby Jesus. And that is because, and they're hidden inside the bread because the day that he was being born, it had to remain a secret, and he had to be hidden. And he had to be hidden because the king of Jerusalem, he had heard that the new king was being born that day, so he sent all his men to go out and kill all the male babies being born that day. So that's why he had to be hidden. So now that I've talked a little bit about the history and the symbolic meaning, now I am going to talk about why I identify with this culture and why this day is special to me. So I identify with this culture because even though I was born here in the United States, my parents, they immigrated from Mexico, and they brought many traditions with them, such as this one. And this is very special to me too because December, my family and I, we usually go on vacation to Mexico, and we spend this day over there. So I get to spend it with my friends and family that I don't see very often, so I only see them like once or twice a year. So that's why it's very special. We have fun that day. So the children, they wake up and they open their presents, and then they open the presents, and then we all come together to cut the rosca. And so how the actual cutting goes is that we all get together, and one by one we go and we cut the bread. So each one cuts a piece of the bread that they're gonna eat, and so when they get it, they have to check if they have a baby inside. So it is a tradition that if you get the baby on February 2nd, you have to make tamales for everyone. Unfortunately, this day we're not with our family over in Mexico, but we still celebrate it by eating the tamales. So, in spite of all of this, today I hope you guys learned the meaning of El Día de Reyes and the Rosca de Reyes. And so first, you guys learned the history and the symbolic meaning behind it, and secondly, you guys learned why I identify with this culture and why it's meaningful to me. And so next time you guys see one of these breads, I hope you guys remember the meaning, and I hope you guys try it because it's very delicious. And don't be scared to get a baby because they say that after all, like, it's a blessing. Yeah.